Good evening. It's the first day of the week, and it's the last day of the transfer window. It closed 2 hours ago. United done some of their deals 3 months. This transfer window seems like it's gone on for ages, though. We did quite a few signings, quite a few departures, especially late. But we're here to discuss it. We're here to get your thoughts, guys, in the chat, especially you guys on the panel. I want to hear your thoughts on the transfer window, and at the end of it, we'll try and rate it. Hopefully, we'll change a few minds. Maybe we won't. But look, let me say a couple of howdies before we go any further. We deserve better. My God, they only went and got rid of. They only went and done it. Bar Malasia. Obviously, he's talking about the departures. Hi, Steph. I hope you're doing well, my dear. Patrick. Howdy, folks. Good to have a goalie, but I'm worried about the midfield. Sounds familiar. Getting another big up. Thank you, Matty. I hope you're doing well. Right, guys. Obviously, the weekend starts. We've started playing football again. This is the boring part of the show, Rebel. But how did you do on Sunday?
Our second pre-season friendly, considering about 2 months behind everyone else. We played a team that's gone up a league. They beat us a lot lately. Very good team, talented team. I had to go in goal again, even though my fingers bust and everything, because we haven't got a goalkeeper at the moment. So I went in goal. We played really well. So I was big up to Zico. Centre back played really well. We were organised, kept it nice, compact, and just restricted them to having shots from outside the box. They rarely got through, and when they did, I was just coming in, claiming everything. They scored a penalty earlier, and someone told someone to stand up, don't go to ground, because they're very tricky. They went to ground, see the penalty. And the game we got to 2-1 in the second half. We had a chance of 1-1. Should have scored to make it 2-2. After that, our fitness failed us, and we ended up losing 5-2 in the end. But it was a much better performance. All the boys are happy with taking steps forward. If it was a step back from last week, which we lost 8-0, then we'd be asking questions. But everyone's impressed with how we've improved just from 1 week. So we're getting there slowly. Talk to us in January. That's when we're going to hit top 4.
January. That's like
at this rate, we're baby steps. That's baby.
You'll be fine, man. Listen, man. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, man. You get the legs running, man. It'll be all right, man. It'll be all right.
How's your team performing? Still pre-season games?
Yeah, still pre-season. We played our 4th one this week. We had a break last week. We conceded after 10 seconds. Ball went over the defender. God bless him. He snapped his Achilles as well. Same game, not in that move. So he's out for. It's going to be 9 months. I spoke to him today. They've put him in a cast, obviously, to keep it, and then they'll check it in a couple of days.
Is he employed?
Yeah, he's employed. Yeah, man, he works for the council, so I know he can do remote, but I'm not sure. I don't know how that's going to work with him. So I gave him about it. Yeah, I felt bad because I don't normally start him, and we were laughing. Oh, you get a start. You got your start this week, and then look what happened. Anyway, we conceded after a minute. They continued to batter us the whole of that first half, to be fair. In the formation, my chosen formation, we had a standing goalie who made saves that goalies at our level don't make. I'll be serious. I was stunned.
Yeah.
But that I ain't keeping him. And then second half, we made a formation change, couple of player change, and we ended up winning the second half 2-1. But the goalie, he did 2 ananas, man. We had 2 shots from 20 yards, bro. I'm telling you, 2 shots from 20 yards. One of them, the ball went straight at him, and then it went straight past him. And then the other one, he got his hand to it. Yeah, and so we won the game. I mean, we played better, but I mean, we've still got. I've extended our league start by an extra week because I don't think we're ready. The club don't mind. I don't mind. So we've got another 3 pre-season start on the 20th of September. So we'll
well done. It. Just by the way, your formation change was what? A back 4.
No, we played 4-2-3-1 normally, and then we went to 3-5-2 second half. But I know a lot of people talk about it being defensive. I don't see it as defensive. 2 strikers.
Yeah.
I tried to get my wing backs as high up the pitch as I can. So at some stage of the game, we did have 4 up front, but it kept the defenders back. So
Okay.
it works, you know. But yeah, we had a few players missing. So I'm happy. To be fair, it's been one of the worst pre-seasons in regard to preparation, but I'm learning a lot more about the players this one. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it
And
goes.
tactics as well. Good tactical change. Turn that game around. Well done.
Oh, look, you know, you know me. I always try to be busy, man. I always try to be. I can't just sit down and, you know, I'm like a chimney on the side, man. All people, what did you do? Anyway, yeah, we won't go into that. But what we will go into, guys. It's been a long time, and I keep forgetting, guys. We're on our way to 4,000 subscribers. We did say before the season started. Obviously, the season started, and we still haven't hit the 4,000. But we still want to give away the shirt, so we're still on our way to 4,000. Once we do hit that figure, our IT guy will work out how to do it, and he will choose a winner, a shirt of your choice with a number of your choice, or you can just have it plain. Obviously, we bought a goalie that we'll talk about, so maybe you'll even like to pick up the goalie shirt. Also, members, you can become a member of the channel for the price of $3 a month, 99p. You have the chance to join me on the Mix Zone, Premier League Mix Zone on a Friday. More importantly, you have the opportunity to win a signed Brian Robson shirt. We do have it with a certificate of authenticity as well. So yeah, you do have the chance to win that. But let's get started, man. I want to talk about the show. I want to talk about the transfers, our window closing. I'm gonna try and cheer up Rebel in the top corner. Guys, we signed the goalkeeper. First things first. We got the goalkeeper in. There was a lot of breaking news this morning. I woke up thinking up until 12 o'clock that it was going to be Emi Martinez. Obviously, he didn't play yesterday. The manager, Emery, they asked him in the press conference, and all he did was call out Bizot. So I assumed he was pissed off as well. The fact that Emi Martinez accepted the offer, I'm going to assume is going to cause a lot of ructions now at Villa. But hey-ho, they're our rivals, and I'm glad that we didn't fund any of their business by taking him away from them. So I'm happy that I'm in two minds about Martinez, just because we've got VTech causing a chaos down at Bristol. But Rebel, no more Onana, man. What are we saying?
Well, actually, I was just actually looking up about Lammens. Apparently, we're at a deal sheet phase, so we actually haven't completed it.
Oh shit! The paperwork's been in though, right?
Well, if we're at deal sheet, I presume there's paperwork that's outstanding. And as far as I know, the deal sheet window closed at 9 o'clock. So I'm just refreshing to see if we can get confirmation that he's our goalkeeper. But that isn't done.
Look, don't come on here with negative Nancy. It's done, Rebel. It's done. The deal will be done. Don't worry. Yeah, we're gonna push on it until we hear full confirmation that it hasn't been done. I would like us to go with it being done. So with that, no more Onana, man. How are you feeling, Rebel?
Well, Onana definitely has been one of the worst goalkeepers to ever grace Manchester United Football Club. Massimo Taibi can be the side of relief now, because I think he's been forgiven at this stage. But look, I don't know much about the kid. Only the stats that we've all been looking at, the compilations that we've all been looking at. Thibaut Courtois seems to be giving him the seal of approval for being the heir apparent to the Belgian national keeper. So if Thibaut's saying he's a good keeper, then there's obviously something to it. But I think we're going to have to be patient with him, because when David De Gea came to the Premier League first, he did flap a few crosses. He did have to adapt to the physicality. And we could see a few blunders early doors as he learned the ropes. But, not having Onana anywhere near the squad, that's a win. And I'd imagine Turkish window's open until the end of next week or sometime in next week. There's probably going to be one of them leaving for Turkey. Whether it's Bindir or Onana, one of them's going to go away off to play football.
Yeah. Interesting. Look, it's been a good window. And to hear the news about the goalkeeper coming in, that was one position we definitely need to fill the plug with. We don't know much about this guy. Like Rebel, I've just seen highlights, but he comes out well, uses his feet well, saving the ball. He commands his area really well. I've been researching him heavy today, and just looking at his ability. Obviously, it's a different league, different expectations. One thing that did worry me that he was released on a free, or he was signed on a free by his current club, by another Belgian club, and makes you think, well, why wouldn't they try to keep him? Maybe just development. Maybe it's a development thing. But clearly, he's the understudy to Thibaut Courtois for the Belgian national side. Once he's a great goalkeeper, isn't he? So can't imagine he's going to get many caps at this stage. But they're all talking about him as, especially with a move to Man United now. If he does play first team football for us, and if he does impress, then he's got a good future ahead of him. It's a really good move. 16 million is not much in this day and age for a goalkeeper. Let's hope after the disaster we've had with the last two goalkeepers, Bayende and especially Onana, it's been a calamity, hasn't it? Let's hope this guy, and I mean, look, how good do you have to be better than these guys? It wouldn't be much, would it? So I think he'd be skinning teeth right now, really happy, thinking, what? All I've got to do is come ahead of these guys, to get first team football. Yeah, it's a good, but the thing is, he's 23. There's that huge expectation with the fans and the size of our club. I just hope he's got broad shoulders and he can take the pressure, because everyone will be singling in on him, praying that he can do the business. And I'm really happy that we made that signing.
Yeah, but just to kind of point out, you asked about the move between the two clubs that he had previously. As far as I know, my understanding is that he let his contract expire and he didn't want to re-sign with that particular club.
But the previous club, I think, is a bigger club than the one he's playing for now.
Yeah, I think he chose not to re-sign with them. I think obviously he chose to go playing football rather than stay and be an understudy. So he obviously is committed to career development.
Well, that clarifies that. That's good to know that, because I heard he let his contract run out, but I just saw the club and I thought, well, why would that happen? And why, maybe there was some question marks there, but it's clearly been answered. Yeah, really happy about that. Look, we're making progress. We're going to talk about the window and what it means to us, and obviously you can't fill all the positions that we wanted, but we've done a lot. We've done a lot of work, and obviously players have left today as well. So plenty of talking points today.
Can we talk about the players leaving?
Throw a name out.
Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, did you see that one coming?
No, I didn't. As I said, this window has been one of the most exciting. I mean, Liverpool spending all of that money. Don't forget, we went into the window chasing bloody what's the guy who's gone Chelsea there, man?
Connor, not Connor Wickham. Rory Delap's son.
Delap. So we've ended up with Sesko, which I feel is such a huge upgrade. We changed the goalie, obviously, and then we got rid Sancho. I don't know where that deal's come from. I don't even know the.
Can I add some context to that one?
Yeah,
because I was watching the whole Martinez thing this morning, and apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, the story was that Manchester United had a valuation on Sancho, they had a valuation on Emi, and they were going to do a straight permanent swap, but Sancho wouldn't move there permanently. And then they decided to do a loan deal.
Oh, right. Well, that benefited us then, because then we've got Lammens in instead of Martinez.
Yeah, we pulled the trigger for Lammens, and apparently during Sancho's the medical team had a tough time removing his head from his ass.
Where's your script, Rebel? That's very good. That's a good
one. What's the numbers on that deal? Are they paying wages? Are we getting a fee?
So here's the deal with us. We're getting 80% wages off the rip, and if there's certain conditions met, they will then be paying all 100% of his wages. And I think there's a trigger for a permanent transfer which in that case we would trigger his contract extension, but it would only be to facilitate the move. Akin to the Amrabat deal, if you remember correctly, we signed him in the last year of his contract on loan, and if we wanted him, there'd have been a trigger that we would have had to pay a fee, and if we didn't want him, he could leave in a free to go somewhere else, which is what happened.
Nice one, Rebel.
Okay, well, look, I don't want us to trigger. I don't want us to extend the contract. Just let him go.
When Sancho's contract expire?
End of the season.
All right. Okay, but that's good. That's good. And is there any thing where he can't play against us?
He's on loan, so yeah, he's
on loan.
Okay.
Guys, if you are watching, please hit those likes. So we need 25 before we get out. There's a few of you watching on the old Twitter as well. Yeah. So if you want to jump over, I know you can't like on X, but I'm sure there's a way that you can hit that like button. Razzin Devil, let's have a look. We failed to sign Donnarumma, who will no doubt play for City, or Belabor. Don't talk about Belabor in front of Rebel, please. That's gonna do him even more. So Antony also left. He's gone to Betis. Again, Rebel, do you know any of the details on that? Have we lost money? Are we making money? Are we happy with it?
So as we know, it would look like it was going to collapse because the Twit decided to embody his inner Garnacho and his inner Sancho and look for a severance package because he's an absolute bellend and good riddance to him. But I think he saw the light of day and realised, hang on a second, these lads will not let me leave if I dig my heels in. And he saw a bit of the light. I think we have a 20% sell-on clause on him. If you move that, 50% sell-on on any profit. So we made 25 off him. So if he goes for anything over 25 million, we get half, essentially.
Okay. Are we happy? Are we happy with that deal? Is there anybody unhappy with that deal?
See ya. Bye-bye. Next.
I just want to say, look, with Sancho, he disappointed. Really disappointed us when he's at the club. He had high expectations and ended up not delivering anything. Antony, coming from the Dutch league, we had a few expectations of him. He tried hard. I'll give him that. He did try. You can see he wanted to succeed. Didn't work out for him. But he went out to Betis, played his football there, really enjoyed it, became a fan favourite, and he's gone back there now. So I'm happy for him that he's got a club where he's going to feel loved. The fans will be delighted to have him back. I hope he has a good season out there and delivers. These are young guys, and sometimes when you fail at a club, it's hard to lift yourself up and get yourself up to play again. So I'll be watching all these guys that have left, even the guys on loan, to see how they perform. And I think Antony has got a good career. It's a good move for him and a good career ahead of him at a club which is about his level, where he can really shine. So good luck to him.
Actually, interestingly, not connected to any deal for Manchester United, but some of the deal sheet ones are falling. George Fulham has collapsed.
Which one?
Tyreek George, he's a Chelsea player to Fulham.
Yeah.
That has collapsed. So there's some of them starting to waver. And obviously we know that the big one, Gui from Crystal Palace to Liverpool, also collapsed.
That was a crazy one. That one.
Apparently Glasner was blowing a gasket at the thought that he was going to be let go without a replacement. So the owner decided to pull the plug on it.
Yeah, well, listen, if the replacement failed, I don't know how you fail a medical, man. I don't understand.
He's failed a medical, Gay.
Yeah, so apparently no, the replacement at Palace failed the medical, so they pulled the plug. But it's weird. So we've lost. So we got rid of Rasmus yesterday.
Mr. B, this is you take over this one because you have a special relationship with -9. How are you feeling right now?
I'm that's the one that sweet me the most out of even that wasteman Garnacho. This one is the one that sweet me the most, because if he had been still at the club, there would have been an opportunity for him to play. I'm glad he's gone. Go back to Italy and score 195 goals for Napoli. Let them qualify for the Champions League and just give us that money. We're going to get so much money come the end of next season. If Rashford can get his finger out of his backside and make that move permanent, you're already looking at 70, nearly 80 million euros before the season starts. Do you know what I mean? We just
What's the deal then with Rasmus? What's the details about the move?
6 million loan.
Yeah.
And then the obligation is if they qualify for the Champions League, they give us another 44 million euros. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sure we make profit on that. He's going to go there. They'll qualify for the Champions League. I don't see how they won't. They won the league last season. I bet he's not an improvement on Lukaku, but he'll score. I don't care. I don't care. I just told him to come back. Don't mess up. Don't get injured. The most important thing is, and just play every single game, and let them fall in love. You've got what's his name, our old boy over there with you, old Scott Maradona. So live round the corner from him. Go eat your pasta and your tomatoes in the same big garden every Sunday after the game. Drink your wine and your red wine and your whatever you're doing. Just stay. Just score the goals to get them to qualify, so we do not have to see his face again.
Do you think he'll be a success out there, guys? Do you think he's going to be a success in Napoli?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I just go back to something? Actually, we were talking earlier about Sancho and the possibility of his year extension being triggered.
Yeah.
And I'm reading an interesting article here. The reasoning behind it would be for PSR purposes. Even though we'd have to pay the bum if we ended up getting them back, it would actually soften the blow on our accounts to actually keep them for another year.
And how, though, if we're going to be spending all that money on these wages? I don't understand how that would work.
Because of the fee, I think, that we paid for them, I don't think the wages count as much for PSR, so there's some tricky nuance to it that it would actually be better to trigger it than to
How old is Sancho?
27-ish, isn't he?
No,
I don't think he's that old. I think Sancho must be about 25, no? Hold on,
so how many clubs has he played? He's played for Man City, Dortmund, Man United,
Dortmund,
Chelsea, and now Villa. 5 clubs. He's 25, I think.
25, 26 next March.
Okay, so he's played for 5 different clubs. No, he didn't play for, maybe had an appearance for Man City, but 5 different clubs in a short career. That's
interestingly, we deserve better sayings the amortization wouldn't bounce off, but this is only one take that I was just kind of looking at here, so we'll have to maybe crunch the numbers on that one.
Jesus, man. We're paying him 50. I said, we paid him all of those wages when he had mental issues. And then he still came back and, oh my God, I'm so glad he's gone as well.
It's a chance for these guys to sort of change their careers. It's you reach the top heights of playing for a big club like Man United, and then you get shelled out, and not many people can come back from that. I think Sancho, it's just a case of maturity, isn't it? What age do people mature? If he really wants it, he can really go for it. You look at a player like Dele Alli. Is a good example. He's at Como at the moment. I think he's been released.
He's not. He terminated his contract this morning.
Oh, well, yeah, he's been released. Yeah, so there you go. So that's a player. He's still only 28 years old, but his career's just completely fizzled out. You think he'd be coming into his prime in these sort of years. So that should be an example to all these players like Garnacho, Sancho, that, look, time is short. You really need to make the most and change your mentality. Become someone a manager can trust and build a career at a club, be successful.
I think, I'm not sure, does Stephanie mean the snake that's gone to Chelsea or Bencho?
Yeah. Bencho. No sympathy with Sancho. Snake Sancho. Yeah. No sympathy. No sympathy. So, okay. So, we've got rid of everybody that we wanted to get rid of. Would we say as a club, bar Malacia, whose deal with Elche fell through yesterday?
I'm actually not bothered by that. I'd rather get rid of Onana between now and whenever the Saudi window closes.
And just I heard today that Lindelof's gone to Aston Villa. Isn't that's a nice move for him, isn't it?
It's a nice move for him. It's not a good move for Villa.
Villa and shit.
Villa
I'm
are
sorry.
dead.
Why are you saying that?
They're fish food. They're literal fish food. Watkins has been brutal. Rodgers has been poor.
They got rid of the other central midfielder to Newcastle for 30 mil, 35
Ramsey,
mil.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Ramsey. Yeah.
I mean, he probably wasn't great, but they could have done with him in the team. They've now got Jadon Sancho to play on the left or the right. You can't depend on him to do anything. And they've got Lindelof, who we released on a free. Lindelof was our worst defender. And they've now picked him up on a free to pay him more wages to stay in the country. Oh my God. He must have been laughing. His agent couldn't believe what was going on.
Well, I think it tells you everything that they were willing to take bloody Sancho.
God,
that tells you where they are mentally.
I still don't get why you're saying they're fish food. What is it? Financial stuff you're talking about? Because they were great side last season. Pushed Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League.
Who played? They had loan players. They had Rashford in there. They had Arsenio.
They signed him now, haven't they?
No, he's gone back. No,
he's gone back to Paris.
Yes, is it Arsenio? Whatever his name is. Yeah, he's gone back. They haven't got him.
They were signing him.
No,
he's got to Galatasaray, Asensio.
Oh my God,
that's the one, Asensio. Yeah, it's.
Why is it falling apart? Because they didn't qualify for the Champions League.
Oh, what a shame.
We stopped them. We want to punch it.
Well, Martinez stopped them. To be fair, you know what I mean. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let them struggle. These are the teams. These are our rivals, isn't it? I see Villa as let them struggle, man. They've got Martinez. He's gonna have a face like shit when he's not playing. Then are they not going to play a man who's on all of those wages?
I think he leaves. I think he'll go to Turkey or Saudi just to get out of there. I don't think he'll stay in Villa. I think they're broken.
Well, their performance yesterday was terrible, wasn't it? They got battered by Crystal Palace away. Well, at home, it's really bad. So, yeah, I never expected that. Didn't we predict that? Well, Villa would be in the top 8, top 9, top 10 this season.
Yeah.
I'm sure they should have been.
Wow.
It's lovely. It's good. I don't care. It's good to see it. That's another reason why I'm happy with our window. It's just the stuff that other clubs are doing. Yeah, the teams above us, they have strength, and the teams around have a different. I get it, but I look at these teams are gonna suffer, man. These teams are gonna suffer. Bournemouth. I don't think we'll struggle. So what was that, Rebel?
Can we talk about our window, seeing as we talked about the bomb squad and them leaving?
Yeah, let's talk about who we got in.
Obviously, we got in Cunha early doors, and I thought, okay, we're moving fast. We're going to get things rocking and rolling. And then we spent next 2 months flirting with Mbumo and the transfer fee. And I think at that point then, when we had our 210 secured, we probably were at a key kind of decision. The gaffer asked for a mobile midfielder, not necessarily Belieber, but someone that has the mobility and the same profile as him. And we've known since last year that we have deficiencies in midfield. We lost Ericsson. We decided to loan out Toby Collier. Now, just for cover's sake, we might need to actually bring Collier back, I think. But that's another day's story. But we're now totally reliant on Casemiro. Like, whatever about the other position, we're fine there. Mount has been able to play that one. Bruno's able to play that one. And Cobby's able to play that one. I have no problems with the more advanced position because there's 3 of them, technically, that can do a job there. And even Ugarte probably could do a job there. But if anything happens to Casemiro, he's the one that seems to be able to play with any of them, whereas the others don't seem to knit with each other. And I think that's where the Waterloo could be in our squad. Like, don't get me wrong, very happy with the profiles of the players that did come in. Were they necessarily the right decisions? Probably not, but there's a wise man once said you have to buy the player that's available at the time he's available.
I said that last week. Thanks, Trevor.
Yes. Yeah, but like my issue with it is that we knew that midfield had issues. The gaffer has said it had issues, and I suppose I'm going to take a different take to it. We've seen how volatile Ruben Amorim is in his press conferences, in his body language. He's one of us. He throws when it goes wrong for him. He jumps up and down and celebrates like we do when we see something going right. I think his nerves and his stress levels are probably going to be through the roof between now and January, because he's going to be praying that nothing happens to Casemiro. And I think we all agree that Casemiro, once he goes past 60 minutes, is probably struggling a bit. And that's where I'm worried about Manchester United. Now, if we'd shipped off Bobby and actually given in to him, I would say that we were in big trouble. Massive trouble. But we're now relying on basically our talented front three plus Bruno to outscore whatever any other team does. Because I think you would have noticed it in the game during the weekend, and this is a slight game review. Do you remember when Kobe came on and obviously Bruno's pressed into the 10 after Cunha got injured? When Kobe drifted forward, Bruno was obviously playing that advanced role. The gaping hole to Casemiro was gargantuan. And as we know, Casemiro's not fast, De Ligt is not fast, and Luke Shaw's not fast. The only bit of pace outside of the wing back, which were Ahmed and Dalot, and I still hate Dalot being on the left. I can't stand it, let's be honest, was Lenny Yoro. So we're obviously going to be hoping that Lenny Yoro's engine continues on getting injured, because he's the pace in that backline.
It's, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but you're saying when Kobe came on, Kobe drifted. So you're pointing fingers at Kobe to say he drifted out of position. Is that what
he naturally drifts forward? Yeah, that's part. Bruno does the exact same thing as him playing in the 8.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you do that, it's the responsibility of the team to cover that position, as we call the so-called rest defense. Just put yourself, make sure there's insurance there, and if it's that's the main thing. So I wouldn't put that down to Casemiro. Yeah, we agree he's not the fastest, whatever, or gaping holes. Those gaping holes should be plugged if someone does go forward with a bit of rotation or a bit of adjustment where you secure that transition threat. And that's what we can do. That's what we can do as a team to ensure that doesn't happen. It's been a big issue, granted, for a long time now. But I have not seen since for last few games, I haven't seen us being hit on transitions and us be completely out of position and struggling to get back. I haven't seen that yet. So we're doing something right in that respect. And this is how, in the Premiership, you're going to get found out. If you do have that weakness, you will get found out. And I'm really pleased that even though we're cussing, the midfield and saying we need someone there, yeah, personnel-wise, we need someone probably better than Casemiro or Ugarte. But system-wise, I think we got that insurance there that when we do push forward or the numbers are going forward, that we do cover any transition or fast break on us. We put ourselves in a position to organise that pretty well. And as long as you're in front of the play, you can see anything, you're picking people up and blocking runs or whatever, that's the good thing to do. So, yeah, I'm like you, Rebel, though. I would like to see that double pivot stay there. There's no need sometimes for someone to make that run as a number 8. If you're in control of a game, be a bit conservative. It's really disappointing for me. Once again, we conceded goals. We were up against Burnley and they came back, didn't they? They what's the score? 3-2 in the end? Yeah, 3-2 in the end. Yeah. And it's like I was watching it with my missus and she became a Man United fan. She said, I'm a Man United fan now, because it was such an up and down game. And the goals that we conceded, this is what I always look at. The goals that we conceded are not necessarily midfield issues, in my opinion. It was a set piece where we didn't pick up, and then another one where Foster went out wide, come back into the centre, and no one picked him up. Poor communication, I think, between Dalot and De Ligt. De Ligt was trying to get him to go out and come back in because De Ligt got dragged out. But it's just that's where I see the errors for the game the other day. So yeah, granted, we need to, improve in those areas, but I haven't seen it as evidence on the pitch where we're conceding goals or there's a threat of us getting hit on the transition as yet.
Just a quick one for you. I've seen you're in your tactical mindset, and sorry for asking questions, Mr. B, but in the event where Kobe is in those advanced positions and we need to plug those holes, obviously we know there's only two of them in that midfield. Are you saying then it's up to the wing backs to cover those spaces in the middle and also cover the wide positions? Because they're the only ones.
What you got to do, the main thing is have the numbers there. So if Kobe does push on, that would leave the 3 centre backs and Casemiro, and I suggest 1 wing back to touch 5 players.
So you would actually hold.
It's a rotation thing, isn't it? If Kobe goes forward, then it's up to the wing backs to say, like for example, both wing backs don't go up and down in line with the ball, do they? One would go if the player's on one side, and they'd be deciding when to break forward. But if both go forward, then Kobe and Casemiro should stay, because that leaves to 5. If Kobe goes forward, then one of the wing backs should stay back to lead to 5. If you've got 5 there, you're able to stop transitions better. But if you've got 4 or 3, then you've got problems and worries. You should never be in that situation. Something Ten Hag had an issue with was playing 4 guys at the back and pushing 5 and 6 up. And then when we look at the game against Nottingham Forest last year, we got hit with a beautiful transition. We couldn't get back in time. That's risky football. I think the way we're controlling games more now with the 3 centre backs and the wing backs and pass it along, thing and getting more control, there's less concern in that respect. The only issue is for fans, they're saying it's a bit slow. We're not getting the ball moving the ball forward enough, but at least we got that control of the ball. And then we get in positions and keep raiding and trying to break teams down. So it's dependent on rotation, Rebel, in my opinion. Always have 5 at the back, whether it's a 3 and a 2, a 2 and 3. No, but we do. I've seen we have this season.
You think so?
Yeah, because they rotate. So, like you said, if Kobe goes forward or Bruno goes forward from a number 6 or the double pivot, one of them goes forward, I would expect one of the wing backs to come in and the defense or De Ligt to organize it. Say insurance, get them, cover back in. Let's get that rest defense in place just in case. That's what happens.
Okay. Well, I'll watch that. I will watch for that. But look, maybe it is slightly different this season. But I know last season there definitely wasn't 3. There was a comment from Steph. Why has nobody I can't bloody find it. Mazraoui. Couldn't Mazraoui play in that position?
Well, apparently he's been coming back from injuries, what I've heard, so that's why he hasn't been starting.
No, but we never play him. He's always either the defender or the right wing. But I actually think Steph could be onto something there with playing Mazraoui in that position. No, he got the tackling. He's got the brain. He's got the passing ability. He's got the tenacity. We've seen him, and he's quick enough to cover the ground. So
I mean, when he played at Bayern Munich, he's got like Philipp Lahm, and who's the other who started as a fullback and went into centre midfield, and the other great guy from Bayern Munich, who's the fullback who ended up playing in centre midfield.
Joshua Kimmich in that team too.
Kimmich, yeah. So 2 of them have done that, so it can be done. You've got to have the right attributes, and I think maybe it's a good shout, Stephanie and Mr. B. Maybe
no, that's got nothing to do with me, mate. That was Steph. I ain't taking no prop for that, mate. Guys in the chat, what are we thinking? Could Mazraoui be the answer to our number 6 issue?
Well, I got up another suggestion, and it came from Cullum. He's saying Leach should be the one that would transition there.
He's too short. He's too short.
No. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think he gets around the pitch too much. I don't know about that. But I just want to say big up to Matteo. He said, "Hi guys, rather than rate the window singularly, where does the window rank compared to all other windows since Fergie retired? I think it's up there with the top 3 windows since 2013. That's a good one. I want to say big up Matteo. I hope you're doing well. Long time to see. Keep skating. I see you doing your skateboarding and everything else, all the way from the States via Canada, or now Canada via the States. Enough respect to you, Matteo.
I think that when you talk about Windows since Fergie left, there have been low bars. Like, we haven't exactly had what I would call successful Windows, because we basically tried to get rid of all of Louis Van Gaal's squad after he left. We did the same with Jose Mourinho's. And we were looking again after Ole Rangnick said that the squad needed open heart surgery. So you could argue that every single transfer window since Fergie retired have been abject failure. So on paper, this is probably the top one. But let's call a spade here. When you look at it against the business of the other teams, when you look at it against the holes that are in the squad, it's probably an average window, 5-6 area out of 10.
Okay, who's had a better window than us? Don't forget about Liverpool. Just there's no argument in it. Liverpool. Arsenal have a better window than us. They bought more players. Have they had a better window than us? I'll say yes. They bought players. Okay, Arsenal, Chelsea. They got Garnacho. They ain't got a better. They never had a better window than us. They've got Delap, who they've just bought. Who's now gone out on. Who's now injured.
Pedro
and Jackson's gone. All right, fair enough. Pedro's a good player. All right, and Chelsea. Chelsea.
And they made money from Arsenal with them selling
Madwaki.
Yeah, that's good.
City, Donnarumma.
Rangers.
Yeah, Donnarumma is the City keeper now.
Wow.
Oh, so 4.
Wow.
Okay, so the 4 teams that should be better than us. Go on.
Nottingham Forest had a great window.
Forest, you think?
Yeah. They've had a massive window. They signed Zinchenko today from Arsenal.
He's a bag of shit.
But he's a system player for them. Like they bought in decent players and they got rid of Alanga to Newcastle for 55 million.
And they kept the guy from going to Spurs as well.
Gibbs White.
Spurs window. I think that's an interesting one.
Okay. Spurs? Does Spurs have a better window than us?
Well, it's interesting to discuss. I think when you look who's come in, they've got
Colin Moyani today.
Song, who's been like their captain, top player for them over the years. They needed an attacking midfielder. They got Eze screwed them over. So who did they bring in, Rebel? What's the?
They brought in Colin Moyani today. They brought in
who? Sorry,
Colin Moyani.
Who?
Moyani. Who was on PSG? He was on PSG, and they loaned him out to Juve. The striker.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Panani with Manani, yeah, yeah. Okay.
They brought in the guy from RB Leipzig that Chelsea were.
David Simmons.
Simmons, yeah. Wow, that's an interesting one. I'm surprised he's gone there, but that's good. Yeah.
Who else did they bring in? I'm trying to remember all the players they signed. They signed about 6 or 7 of them.
Okay.
Tottenham.
Newcastle having a better window than us. I still think we've had a good transfer window, and I would put us in 5th.
The question was asked: where's it ranked with other windows from the past since Fergie left? I think it's up there. I think think it's up there. Yeah,
it has to be. We bought proper players. We bought proper Premier League proven players. By the goalkeeper.
Just to finish up, they brought in Kudus, Simons, Tell, Danzo, Vucic, Palinia, Colin Moyani.
That's a good window. That's a good window. Fair play.
Window.
Yeah.
All right.
What about the name?
Like that. That's a pretty good window.
Yeah.
But they're in Champions League, so they needed to be a good window.
That's true.
Who else is there now?
All right, maybe I'll take that one back then. Maybe we're not.
I just say, I felt sorry for Brentford. because they lost so many key players, haven't they? They've sent a midfielder to Arsenal. They lost Tony last year. They lost Mbeumo. They also lost Visca
with
to
Vissa.
Newcastle. So it'd be interesting to see. I mean, they've secretly got these. I spoke to a Brentford fan the other day, and they were saying the guy scored, and I think it was the opening day. He said he's really pacey. They signed this new guy, scored, I think, on his opening day, and he thinks they'd be all right. And I was really concerned about them, to be honest. But it just shows you that sides like Brentford and Brighton are at the stage now where they're able to sort of sell top quality players, make money, and bring cheaper players in who can just fill the gaps quite easily. So I'll be watching Brentford this year to see how vulnerable they are with all the losses of their.
I wouldn't mind Brentford getting relegated.
Well, we'll see how they get on. If they stay up, Mr. B, with all they've. What I'm saying, if they stay up based on what they've sold, that's good. They're managing the club really well. Wouldn't you have to say that?
Fair play, but I want them to get relegated.
Actually, yes, he did. By the way, we said the majority now.
Yeah, I mean, which is weird again. He went on strike, but the Newcastle fans are going to welcome him in with open arms. He did exactly the same thing Isak did to force through his move, but Isak is the villain. Watch how they're going to love Wissa. That's what I'm saying. It's the food chain, man. They got to understand where they are in the dynamics of football. Yeah, you got to understand where you are. You know what I mean? The big fish, fine. You eat the little fish, but then the shark's going to come and eat you. And that's what Liverpool are. Liverpool are the shark. You understand?
What do you think about Liverpool's spending? I mean, it's the most a club has spent in Premiership
for 4 years, to be fair.
Yeah, they haven't spent any money. Last season, they spent no money. They bought a goalkeeper. They only bought a goalkeeper. They won the league.
Chiesa, yeah.
Yeah, Chiesa, 10 million. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? They won the league. They qualified for Champions League. So they got the league money, Champions League money. And you know that you only have to pay 1/5 of the transfer fee to get deals done. So they were sitting down on a war chest. So yeah, spend the money. You know what I mean? They weren't sure what his slot was going to do. So maybe they thought, they're not going to back him. They'll leave him. They won the league. You know what I mean? They backed him. So I don't know what you do. You strengthen what you do. You strengthen in a position of, what do they call it?
Strength. Yeah, when you're in power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maintenance. Yeah. What about Harvey Elliott? He left, didn't he? He went to Villa, right?
And he's gone on loan as well. Villa ain't got no money. He's gone on loan with an obligation or option of a 35 million. So guess what? All these players Villa are getting on loan, boy. Again, they're gonna.
Can we have a quick chat about our former manager at Leverkusen? What's gone on there? 2 games in, they drew against 10 men the other day, and now they sacked him. Ten Hag is without a job, just like Ollie and just like.
Oh no!
What's going on? Any news about that? I'm really find it quite bizarre.
They saw through him a lot quicker than these idiots at our club did.
Well, to be fair, his squad was torn to shreds.
Yeah,
they were eviscerated during the summer transfer window, and they really did nothing to kind of patch the holes. Like, we thought he was going to come and take our bomb squad from us at one stage, but that squad has been eviscerated. And to be frank, I think not that I can defend the man, because he did annoy the living daylights out of me for so long. But 2 games, no manager deserves that. Even the one that I wouldn't even say Sancho would deserve that. And I hate him.
There must be something more to the story.
I can't see how it can just be these specific 2 games. Don't forget, preseason they lost against Flamengo under 21s 5-1. You know.
Yeah, they got battered.
Yeah.
So
why are Leverkusen all of a sudden expecting these hikes? Just because Xabi Alonso brought them up to some big success, and then, like you said, the club have sold all their better players.
They have,
yeah. They made a lot of money. They've had to rush players in this window, get a new manager in, Ten Hag, who got a good reputation in Germany, and after 2 games, just because they drew with 10 men against 10 men the other day, after 2 games, sack it. There's got to be more to that story, and it will come out, I'm sure. Otherwise, that's ultimate disrespect.
Did the Jackson deal go through?
No,
I heard that it was back on.
Oh,
I heard
really?
he
He's,
was back
it's
on,
been
yeah.
done. He's a Munich player.
Oh,
Oh,
he's a Munich
wow.
player.
I heard it was called off.
And they're
Okay.
going to make 70 million off it.
How?
There's 24 million of a loan fee plus whatever it is, then the balance to take it up to 70.
See how can Chelsea just do these deals, man?
Because they're competent.
All right, Ru, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I will say one thing though. I am happy that there's now in the current squad that's sitting actively playing for Man United. There's only 2 players above 200,000.
There's only
Casemiro, Bruno.
And Bruno.
That's
All the
good.
rest are off the books currently.
midfield positions, because you got to think, right? You have to think. Just they know these midfielders are going, so they have to have something in the pipeline. It has to be 2. It can't be 1. Casemiro's going. You already know that his contract is up anyway, so you know that he's going. Bruno, I think Bruno's promised the club a year. I think they've worked it out that that's why Saudi came sniffing again to see if after all the abuse he got in the first games would bother him and he would change his mind. So they're gonna get 2, minimum 2 next season. We just have to try and plod along with what we got this season, I suppose.
Wow.
Well, the one player that Cullum says that we need to watch, but I think obviously that fractured eye socket is after setting him back is Coney.
Okay.
Yeah, is he playing? Somebody said that they're going to try and play him with a mask on.
Haven't heard that, but obviously I'd imagine he'll return to the other team first before they risk him in against the big boys.
Good little player he is, isn't he? It's great to see someone like that coming through. And from what we saw of him in pre-season, dynamic, he's ticks all the boxes for me. But then again, like you say, that injury is a bit dodgy. We'd have to just take his time and hopefully get into the side at some point,
No, Andrew, we didn't.
Can I just actually ask a question? Obviously, he's only a young man. But apparently, after he was flushed from the main squad, Cheeto took at Man United off all his socials.
Start again. What have we done? What have they done to him?
So obviously he's been told you're pretty much going to be playing in the under whatever team, and he's tearing strips up there because he's better than those underage players. But apparently on his Instagram and all that, once he got pushed away from the first team squad, he removed at United and Manchester United player from his bios.
This is the opportunity for him now to really sort of think about what he needs to do. Sometimes young players, they want everything too fast. He was pushed forward. It looked like he was going to be the third choice striker. He's had a few appearances for the first team. He got a taste of something there, And he damn right he's going to be disappointed that he's been sort of pushed down the pecking order. But now's the time to show the manager some character, because the manager has clearly said about Rashford he'd rather play his fitness coach than him. So that's an indicator that you can't really show this sort of petulance, as you would say, Rebel. He's got to put his head down now and work hard and show the manager with class in training that he can get back into the team. That's what he has to do. So I'm reaching out to him, bro. Whatever I know you're feeling blue right now, but please, just dig in and work hard. That's how you build character. I like him a lot as a striker. I think he's got a future at the club, and hopefully he doesn't lose heart. He can see his mate Heaven in the side as well. Heaven might not be getting opportunities. He's got Luke Shaw, maybe Martinez ahead of him as well. So from getting a sniff of the first team, both of them might get shunned back a little bit. But this is where they really have to show that desire and hunger to really try and get back into the team. A bit like I was watching an interview with Marcus Rashford, Gary Lineker, and Mika Richards in Barcelona. And the bit I did sort of take interest in was Rashford saying, Man United, there's examples there with Klopp and Liverpool. Man United need to make that transition. You need time and patience. And I think he's endorsing the manager, even though it seems like they didn't really get along, that you need to stick with the manager for a period of time. The fans need to get off his back and just give it patience and time for things to change the culture, change all those things, Rashford's living it up right now in Barcelona. I wish him a good season, but he's no longer part of us anymore. And I don't think he was never going to come back. But that's a good, wise words from him. I imagine he's still got a feeling for the club, and if he thinks if the club wants to get better, like other clubs have shown in the past, you have to dig in. You have to show patience with the manager and persist with something, a style of play. Persist with it until things click and come together. It's not going to happen overnight. So well said, Rashford.
By the way, Rashford, he might be coming back to us because he's not being too popular with Lamine Yamal in Barcelona when he tried a halfway line shot instead of playing a 5-yard pass.
That's something really funny. I think I heard Jonan Lescott saying the same thing. He went to Man City, and he was giving an interview the other day. Oh no! And he said the same thing. He hit a long pass, and he was frowned upon. Adebayo was saying to me, "Don't do that around here," So it's a different style of football. Rashford will soon learn. Wow.
That's for you, Razin.
Who's the guy on the left?
That's Draco Malfoy, a Harry Potter character.
I don't know. I've never heard of it, but wow.
I tell you what I tell you what I found funny. Garnacho said he's a lifelong Chelsea fan.
No way,
brother. What I should have done is screenshot. I should have screenshotted it.
Actually, speaking of that man there, Mr. Garnacho, apparently there's some betting scandal around his brother after developing as well. And
I don't give a shit. He's not our player. I actually do not give a flying about Garnacho. All these players who aren't ours no more, I don't care what they do because I know what they're going to do. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So go enjoy yourself at Chelsea. Go enjoy drinking down the Fulham Road and all of that. And go buy your big house wherever you're going to buy your big house with your big dogs and your beautiful wife and kids. No problem. Enjoy your life. But he's never going to be the player that he thinks he's going to be. 100% guaranteed that he's never going to be the player he thinks he's going to be.
By the way, just to update, as the D sheet information comes through, still no Lammens.
Don't worry, Rebel. Take a chill pill. We've tried to calm you down for this 57 minutes and 38 seconds. From I got up and I saw the WhatsApp this morning, I knew what mood you were going to be in. Just chill. Don't worry. Come later on tonight. The deal sheet will be done and Lammens will be in the house.
By the way, speaking of actual deals and tables that I'm actually going to be excited about, how's your fantasy football going?
Anyway, let's talk about the scores. Let's talk about our window rating. This isn't a fantasy league show, Rebel. And how dare you try and embarrass me? I have no idea, Rebel, to be fair. My points stank so much this week, I couldn't even bear to look.
So for me, big up to Brush, by the way. He's saying 5 out of 10. Very top heavy, obviously, with the strikers and forwards we've got in. I think it's a good window. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 for the players we brought in. It's really surprising. No one thought, Sesko and Bemo, proven Premiership players, and Cunha as well, proven. Sesko's come in. He's a wanted player. He's got a high stock. And the goalkeeper as well is really surprising last minute. Can't wait to see him play. Do you think he's going to start?
Against, I think he should start Heaton. All right. I think he should start Heaton at Man City. Heaton's got I think he's old enough. You know what I mean? He knows his job. He's not going to do anything extravagant. But do not ever play. Just freeze an honor out now. Just freeze him out so that he knows come January, after he goes African Cup of Nations, if he gets picked, he needs to go and find another club. Don't pick him. Don't pick him for any game that we're supposed to win, even the games in training. Don't pick him. Don't pick him. You know what I mean? You've got 4 goalies now. You've got 4 goalies in training. He don't need to be picked. Let him come and grin and be happy. Oh, he's great around the ground. Good. Be great around the ground. You know what I mean? Come in, do your job, be professional, don't bitch. January the 1st, fuck off.
So what's your window? I'm giving it a 7. I think it's a good window.
I was on Derm's channel earlier on, and I gave it at 8, just thinking about what we bought and more about what we let go. Obviously, the players that we wanted to get out, but I would say a 7. I'm because I'm happy with the window. I'm happy with our window. We needed a front three change. We got the goalie. Maybe it's not the first choice. Like if it was Emi Martinez, he's coming straight in. But we have to trust the club's vision of what they do with the goalie. We didn't get the midfielder. Granted, Rebel. I know that's going to be a problem. I'm not naive enough to think that it's not going to be. But something has to work. It might not be what we all expect as fans. It might not be the prettiest football, but I just think from the 2 games that we've played, our issue won't be playing at home. Our issue is going to be playing away from home. Arsenal, we should have won the game. Let's be honest. We should have beaten Arsenal. Mm-hmm. And we battered Burnley. I was mad when I heard it was 3-2, but I actually sat down and watched the game. We should have had 5 in the first half.
Oh, Manchester United posted a minute ago. A warm welcome to our new goalkeeper, Sancho Lammens.
Hey.
We did better drop that. Yeah, we're there.
Yeah, but United just posted it as well. So
here we go. We did what better was first. All right. So with that,
before hey, you skipped me. No. Just put that up there for a second.
It's done.
Before you move away from talking about rating windows, before the bomb squad left over the last 2 days, the window was a 4 to me. But getting rid of the bomb squad has boosted it to a 6. I still think because it was called out at the start of the transfer window, not getting the mobile midfielder, regardless of whether it was Baleba or somebody like him, is probably a loss in terms of what the transfer team delivered. So I'll give it a 6 because they got rid of a lot of the stinky smell that's been wafting around Old Trafford causing problems. So I think that definitely boosted the rating for the window, moving them Langers on.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. I can't believe we're giving our window a 6, Rebel, honestly. But it's your opinion. I said hopefully the midfield will change it. I don't know what they're gonna do in midfield. I'm not gonna sit here. Yeah, but I heard your inverted wing back scenario. They're gonna have to be really intelligent to play that, and I'm not sure the players have got the sense to do it. But I want to see it. So I'm giving it a 7. What marks did we have? Andrew, 8 out of 10 signings. Hold on. 8 out of 10 signings. Outgoings, 4 out of 10. Really? But we got rid of everybody we got rid of. Why is it only a 4? Or has he gone the wrong way around? Razzin Devil's gone 7 out of 10. Why? Window 4 out of 10 would have been 10. Would have been 10 out of 10 if we load that Amarim. Oh Lord. Had to be before 7. Some of the transfers. What is this? It's you. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Brush. Also shout out to -9. Kept it professional throughout. Wish him, yeah. I want him to bang goals so he stays. I don't wish him well, but yeah, go out there and score. Stephanie, 21 likes. Thank you very much. Thanks, Chat Sports giving it a 5. Mr. B wants -24. Is there any more marks in it? If the clubs?
Quick question before we shut down. Mateus Cunha got injured at the weekend. Is it serious?
They haven't said. I think it looked like a hammy, bruv.
Yeah,
But
that's when
maybe, hopefully, you can feel when your hamstring's gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
Just tweaked it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he felt it and said, "I've got to
Yeah.
come off," rather than him doing what Saka did. Saka was done as soon as he dropped how he did. So I'm hoping. But we've got cover in that position. As much as we moaned about having too much tens, we've got cover. And what it could mean, Rebel, is that Kobe then gets his opportunity because they're going to have to move. He's either going to move Bruno. Bruno can play the 10. And then Rebel gets it. Kobe gets his opportunity as the 8.
Apparently, what they were saying about Cunha is it's going to range from a week to possibly up to 5 months, depending on the severity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a 5-month one because it didn't look. He didn't, and he walked out of the stadium. Apparently, he walked out of the stadium. So I don't feel it was I don't feel it's a 5-month one.
Good evening.
Oh God, they are in so much trouble, man. They're in so. I'm just glad he's got. I don't care. I'm glad he's gone. My brother and my cousin support Villa, and I've been killing them all day. So
all right.
I'm glad.
Good window. Good window. I'm happy. I can't wait now for the next game, which is a big derby. So yeah, we'll be interested to see. We've got a lot of rest. Some players, not all players are on international duty, I'm sure. Especially Kobe Mainu, he's not even picked for the side. So yeah, let's get raring to go. It's going
to be a lot. There's a lot. Who was picked from Man United, English wise?
Nobody.
No one. Yeah.
So they can stay at home and practice. Did France pick Euro?
I don't know actually. Good question. Didn't what's the name get injured? Saliba got injured the weekend. So maybe
yeah.
Maybe
good chance he's in the team.
They might call him. I think there's going to be a lot of them sitting down.
Junior's going to be resting up at home.
The Ligt will be in his squad, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and the Cisco.
Yeah.
Are the Africans playing international?
Yeah, everyone's playing.
And Mbeumo's probably gone down playing.
Yeah.
Either way. But here's the real question, and the biggest problem that the Man United agenda has until we play the blue shit in 2 weeks' time. How are we going to navigate this international window? Because, by God, I hate international football.
Well, it's like we only just get started and already they've got a break. It's always like this. I don't like that. Just kick on with the football, man. But we'll see. I just put it out there. I just think international football is not as it used to be. I think it's dying out here. The World Cup, European Championship, yeah, they're not bad, but the Nations League and all these qualification games, which you're bound to win, some of the groups are really sort of top heavy with good sides, and then you get some really poor sides in it.
But you realise I'm Irish. Ireland is worse than Man United when they were playing -9 in the 2 bios last year. They're terrible.
Yeah, I mean, surprised by that, really. I mean, Scotland and Ireland have fallen off over the years. They used to qualify quite regular for big tournaments. It's a big surprise they ever qualify these days. Wales recently showed some form, but they had a great world-class player with Gareth Bell, So I feel sorry for the islands of the world and Scotland and Wales, Northern Ireland especially, do never really do anything. You'd expect the British Isles, with the influx of football being the main game, to have better international teams. But yeah, something's going wrong there. Yeah, good shout, Andrew, and Mark Harris as well.
Yeah, it is crap, but no. You know what? We got 2 weeks to sit down and wait for our game. Little over that because ours is the final game. But look, we've had our deadline day chat. We will be back tomorrow to discuss. Who knows? Yeah, go on then. Go on, get it up.
Might as well plug it. For the price of a couple of Freddos, you can donate £1 to the Make Sure Sancho Never Plays Football for Man United again. You might win a Robson jersey. All you have to do to be eligible is be a member, and once we reach the agreed figure of memberships concurrently, one of you will be taking that home. And I do encourage you to join because Colm is getting very attached to that jersey. And we might have to actually send Mr. B up to repossess it at this rate. The man is sleeping with the bloody thing at this stage. Very cool. And of course, if you just want to hit that subscribe button, totally free. We are on the road to 4K, and you'll get your choice of jersey. Personally, I would recommend this one.
Yeah, it does look. I to be honest, I wasn't a fan. But yeah. What's this? Andrew, I don't even know why you posted up there. I'm so scared to put it up there. This is, I guess, it's something rude. So I'm going to leave it there. You guys can read it in the chat stream. But guys, look, we'll be back tomorrow. If you are new to it, please hit the subscribe button. If you are watching late, hit the like button. I do need to get 30 likes. I did say 25, but I pushed it up a bit. So hopefully come the morning, we will have 30. And look, guys, thanks for watching. Rebel, you're actually smiling. I thought it was I was really not looking forward to this show today. I thought it was gonna be one of them. I'm so glad you were on today, Yaba. You're the voice of positivity. Although I didn't really need Pekka, I think I was quite positive today, to be fair. So
just a quick one off topic as well. Me and the missus, we watched a film called Being There. Peter Sellers film the other day. Really, really good. I've seen it before.
Black and white.
No. It's like 1977 or 79.
Jesus
Being There. Really interesting film. My missus is raving about it. Usually she falls asleep when watching movies or doesn't concentrate and asks me questions. But we watched the film all the way through. Very good film, very good acting, and good.
1977.
1979, I think it's from. It's 77.
Why would you watch such an old film?
Because they're classics. Better acting.
Actually,
better acting than today. Definitely.
I got some surprise breaking news. Antony is going to have a former Manchester United player join him on loan at Real Betis. Amrabat just after signing there.
Didn't he play in Spain before?
He was with Fenerbahce. Yeah, he was with Fenerbahce after leaving Dortmund. So he's been.
Where did he play before that?
So he came to us, then he went to Dortmund, and then Dortmund got rid of him to Fenerbahce.
Before?
Oh, before all that? Was it Villarreal? I can't remember.
Okay.
But there you go. That's just your useless bit of information. And in the words of a certain actor, if you get this now,